Hey,
Russell
Brett, you like
Wilson.
the Russ zone? Hell yeah.
Steelers country. Well, that's wild. Russell Wilson, and it was so funny because the way that game started, I was like, oh no. Like there were some blatant throws at Russell. Like that one throw where he zips it to the sideline and it's a good like 2 to 3 yards behind the intended receiver. And Mike Tomlin's just I was like, oh,
Tomlin's like, yeah, did I
was
make
like,
the
oh,
wrong decision?
I don't know about that. And then Russ played a pretty damn solid game. Some phenomenal catches by George Pickens.
Oh my God.
And Pat Fryermuth had an amazing grab. There's the receivers did work, but had a strong run game. And yeah, Russell Wilson, we're riding, baby. We're riding.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it though?
No, I love it. Like, I think I've got a lot of opinions on this game. Steelers fans, one, far less patient than Broncos fans. They're booing Russell Wilson 15 minutes and 7 seconds into that game, Tom.
My man counted.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? They're booing him? We're not even. I was like, I was hoping it was still the first quarter, but it was technically the second quarter. I was like, dang, that's impatient. Okay. Now, when you look at it, Russ had a better debut for his new team than, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, a lot of those guys to make the switch. It's another switch for Russ. It's a second switch. New offense. You got to factor all that stuff in there. So it took him a quarter or so to get going. But the Steelers, you got the Russell Wilson experience. That's the best he's going to play. FYI, that is the best he's going to play. And it is good enough to win you games. I think George Pickens, like we thought, is a perfect receiver for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson needs a guy he can just throw it to and trust that guy's going to catch the fucking ball. And George Pickens is that man. But also, Russ didn't convert a single third down in the first half of that game.
Mm-hmm.
That is a thing that will happen. It'll be streaky, just like that. And the way he finally got a third down conversion was one of those insane George Pickens reps. The one where he bobbled it like 3 times and then
like ripped it.
Give me that goddamn ball.
Happy almost birthday, Sean.
But the thing Russ did very well, just 1 sack in that game. And if he can continue to not have sacks, Steelers going to win football games. Also, if Najee keeps running for 100 yards. They did the things that you need to do to win with Russ. And I want to see Russ play well. I think there's this misconception with Broncos fans who are fine with Russ moving on is because we hate him or something. And that's not true. It didn't work out. And I think a lot of Broncos fans feel 2 things are true. One, Russ probably didn't get a fair shake in that second season with Sean Payton, but Russ also does things that are really hard to forgive for a veteran quarterback that will cost you games. Now, you can mitigate those. We saw Pete Carroll do it for years with Russ, and I think the Steelers can as well. He can be an effective quarterback. He's just not the guy we watched in the first half of his career in Seattle where he will run backward for 40 yards and still find a way to turn that into a positive play. So, I hope he does well for the Steelers because, it's a wild ride when Russ is winning. It's a wild ride when he's losing, too. And I think the Steelers got a good taste of everything he'll do in the game. But, would they have been any better or worse with Justin Fields? I really don't know. I did like Tomlin after the game. They asked him about making that decision. Was it tough? And he was just like, "That's why I get compensated very well." Walked off. It was yes.
Just baller.